Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts.
In this video lecture, I will explain you how to do the scheduling of simple ground store building project which is related to north facing building project by using Primavera P6 software. So for the scheduling of the project, I am considering the north facing house which is consisting of 2 BHK house plan which is shown in the screen here like this. So this is the plan which is used for the particular scheduling of the simple ground floor project by using Primavera P6 software. So if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering topics related to architectural engineering, structural engineering as well as planning engineering. Okay, so for scheduling of the project, we have to remember the 5 steps. So these are the basic 5 steps. If you remember these basic 5 steps, you can able to do the scheduling of any project by using Primavera P6 software. So those 5 steps are related to enterprise project structure. Number 1, enterprise project structure, and second one is related to organization breakdown structure, and third one is related to working breakdown structure, and fourth one is related to activities which are used in this particular working breakdown structure, and last one is related to assigning calendar for the particular project. So this is the basic 5 steps we have to remember. So in the enterprise project structure, it will be consisting of the numerous projects like project A, project A, or companies like company A, company B, and sub companies related to company 1A, 1B, like that. Okay, so it will be consisting of enterprise project structure here like this. And organization breakdown structure is nothing but under that particular project how many people are working and who is the responsible person for that particular project. Those are comes under your organization breakdown structure. Okay, so in that particular organization how many people are there, what are the rules, that is comes under for the particular person in that project. Okay, those are comes under your organization breakdown structure. So for simple understanding for this project, I was taken the enterprise project structure is 2 projects like project A, project B. In this for the simple ground store building, I am using the project A as the enterprise project. Okay, again for the particular project A, I was taken the project manager is the responsible person for this particular project of the ground story building, and he is having the site supervisor under his they are working site supervisor, construction engineer, and quality control engineer. I am assuming here. So this is the organization breakdown structure. Now the next part is related to working breakdown structure. So these working breakdown structures are most important, essential concern in the project planning. Okay, so it will be consisting of the 4 stages. As per my convenient, I was assuming this 4 stages. If you having only the one particular working breakdown structure, you can go with that one working breakdown structure. So the first one is related to planning and structural work, and second one is related to construction work, third one is related to finishing work, and last one is related to handovering site to client. So under this working breakdown structure, it will be consisting of some activities like planning and structural work. Under the planning and structural work for this particular building model, it was taken approximately for the planning work is 2 days. I am assuming here as per my consideration. And structural and architecture engineering, it will take us approximately 4 days for the particular project. And for the construction work, I was taken site clearance as 3 days, and marking as 1 day, and earthwork excavation as 3 days, PCC work as 2 days, footing work as 3 days, earthwork filling as 3 days, and plinth beam work as 3 days, column sections as 8 days, and beams and slab sections as 14 days, and walls as 10 days, plastering as 12 days. Under finishing work, it will be consisting of plumbing, electrical work, painting work, and marbles and tiles work. So for the plumbing work, I am taking 7 days as per my assumption. For the painting, I am taking 7 days, and for electrical work, I am taking 5 days. Marbles and tiles work, I am taking 7 days. And other finishing work, if any, I am assuming as 5 extra days for the particular project. And next one, last one is related to handovering site to client. So it was taken 1 day for the particular project. So last one is related to assigning the calendar for the project. So this is the last and final task in this simple project scheduling. So let's start our scheduling of the project by using Primavera P6. So here I am selecting my Primavera P6 software. So you can type the password as admin here. So click on connect option so that it will log in your Primavera Professional P6 20 version software. So the Primavera work project was open here like this for the particular project. So in my previous section I was created some of the project for my reference purpose. So that's why it is showing some new project here like this. So initially we will delete that particular project, then after that we will go with the new project option. So click on delete option so that it will delete all the concerns which is comes under this particular project. If you are new to your Primavera, the welcome window will be open here like this. So it will be consisting of your projects and some scheduling and some general notes, budget and spending, budget summary, dates, funding, scores, defaults, resources, settings, calculations. So in my upcoming videos I will explain you what are those and how those important in the scheduling of the project. Okay. So first task in our project scheduling is creating enterprise project structure. So for that, go to your enterprise option on the top, click on the enterprise project structure. So initially we need to add 2 projects according to our considerations of the example. So for that just I am adding here. So just I am giving project EPS ID, enterprise project structure ID is project A. Let us take project A. So just I am giving EPS name is short form as project A. Let us consider, just I am adding. So again in the same process we will add one more project which is related to project B. Okay. So here I am selecting project B. Project B, I am giving the short form which is related to project B. Okay. So now we have to give the main importance to this project B. So why? Because this is not the sub of the project A. That's why we have to select this left hand bar so that it will move to the left hand side here like this. Then after that we have to close this option. So now we can see it will be consisting of 2 projects, 2 enterprise project structures which is related to project A as well as the project B. And the second task is related to creation of organization breaking structure. Okay. So the responsible manager is project manager and site supervisor is the second one, and construction engineer is the third one, and quality control engineer is the fourth one. So for that, go to your enterprise project structure. So select the organization breakdown structure. So here I was created K which is related to organization breaking structure for my previous project. So initially we will delete this particular project. So click on OK option so that it will delete here. Otherwise you can directly delete this option. So just I am modifying this K with the name as PM which is related to project manager. Click on modify option, click on OK. So now we can see it will be consisting of PM which is nothing but the project management. Okay. Next one is related to site supervisor. Site supervisor, just I am adding here site supervisor. Click on add option. So again I am adding construction engineer as the second one. Again I am adding quality control engineer. Quality control engineer is the third person. Okay. So this is the responsible manager, project manager. Under the project manager it will be consisting of site supervisor and construction engineer, and the last one is quality control engineer. You can display this by using chart view also. You can click on this so that it will display your project manager and chart OBS as a project manager, construction engineer, site supervisor and quality control engineer as the chart form. So you can arrange these particular sections to children's as vertical or horizontal or left or right. It depends upon your consideration. Just I am selecting project manager. I need to arrange the children as vertical so that it will show you your list here like this. Otherwise you can directly select the arrange children as horizontal. It will show your project OBS here like this. Okay. So click on close option after selecting this organization breakdown structure. Our next task is related to working breakdown structure. This is the heart of the project. Every project we have to create. So for creating organization breakdown structure, initially we need to add the project A which is related to ground floor building under the project A. So for that just I am adding this, selecting this project A. Click on add button. Just I am giving new project. Just I am selecting EPS is project A. Just I am giving project IZ is new project which is related to ground floor building project. Ground, just I am selecting here. Project name is simple project, simple ground. Just I am giving the name. Okay. So click on next option. So you can select the project planning scheduling from the starting date. So here as per my consideration, just I am assuming I need to start the project by Monday 1st April. Click on select option. So here click on the next option. So the responsible person for my project is project manager only. Why? Because he is the only the one man which is comes under the main person in the project. So click on the next option. So standard rates you can consider as external rates, internal rates, price per unit, standard rates. You can consider any one of these, depends upon your requirement. So as per my requirement, it will be consisting of project price per unit. So click on next option. Then after that we have to finish this option. So now our next task is to add working breakdown structure, which is comes under these 4 stages related to planning work, planning and structural work, construction work, and finishing work, and handovering site. So for that we have to select this option. Just we have to click on the WBS, which is available on the left hand side. Click on this option so that it will open your WBS window here like this. So under the WBS we had to add these 4 stages, which is nothing but the planning and structural work, and next one is construction work, finishing work, and handovering site. So for that, firstly we will add this planning and structural work. Just I am giving as plan and structural work. Okay. Again we have to add one more section which is related to this construction work, but we have to move the construction work on the left hand side. Why? Because it is a part of this working breakdown structure. Okay. So for that we have to move this. So just I am giving the name as construction work. Okay. Again we have to add one more working breakdown structure. Just we have to move the left hand side, which is related to finishing work. Again we have to add one more working breakdown structure. We have to move to left hand side. Handovering site, HOS. Okay. Just I am giving the sample project ground name as planning and structure. Yes, just I am giving the notation. And next one is construction. We have to give the rename for this particular section. CON. Just I am giving the short name. Again I am giving this name as finish. Just I am giving the name as handovering site. Okay, here like this. Now we have to add the activities under this particular working breakdown structure. So here we are created the 4 working breakdown structures for this particular project. Under this we have to add the activities under this. Okay. So this is the planning and structural work working breakdown structure. Under this it will be consisting of planning work, which is taken approximately 2 days for my project, and structural and architectural work it was taken 2 days. Okay. So go to your planning and structural work. We have to add the activities under this. For that we have to select this activity addition option. Click on this option so that it will ask you to add the activities here. So just I am selecting this activity. So click on the add button here. Okay. Now you can see it is showing the activity ID is 1000. You can change the activity ID to 10 number, depends upon your consideration. So first activity we have to start project. Let us consider this is my first activity. Okay. So now it will be consisting of your duration, finishing activity, organization, calendar, project calendar. Here I was selected as per my previous section. So but if you want the some other activities here for the particular project, you can add them by using this columns option. It will be available your activity codes and cost, dates, duration, earn value, feedback, general. So from this I was taken only the activity ID, predecessor, activity name, calendar, organization, duration, original duration, starting, finishing, activity type. Okay. You can take, depends upon your consideration. So here I was taken these activities. So just I am selecting here. Okay. So this is the project start, which is consisting of the number of original duration is 0 days for the project starting. Okay. So now we have to add one more activity which is related to planning section. So here I am assuming planning section. So this is the planning section. It was taken approximately 2 days for the project planning. So next one is related to the another activity which is related to structural work. Structural and architectural work. For this activity it was taken approximately 4 days for my project. Okay. So under the structural work it will be consisting of site clearance. Here in this construction work working breakdown structure, we have to select the construction work, right click on it, click on the activity. So just I am giving the activity number as 100. Okay. So new activity which is related to site clearance. Okay, so for site clearance it was taken approximately 3 days for me. So just I am giving the duration is 3 days. Okay, we had to add one more activities, some other activities. Just I am adding here. I just add here, add here, add here, so that it will add the activity numbers as multiples of 10 here. Okay, now we can see. So next one is related to marking earthwork excavation. Okay, so just I am giving marking as the second activity here for this particular construction work, marking. Next one is related to earthwork excavation. Earthwork excavation, just I am giving short name. So next one is related to PCC, and next one is related to footing, and the next activity which is related to plinth beams, and next activity which is related to filling of earth. Okay, and the next activity we had to add some more activities we have here for the particular project. So now we can see footing, earthwork, filling, plinth beams, columns, beams and slab, walls, plastering we had to add. Just I am giving the next activity is columns. Okay, next activity which is related to slab and beams, and next activity we had to add as walls, and the next activity just I am adding here as plastering, and the next activity is plastering only, not the walls. So we have to give the number of the days, duration, original duration for this particular project also. Site clearance will be taken approximately 3 days, marking 1 day, site excavation is 3 days. Just I am giving the 1 day, this is 3 days. Again we will assume the PCC work which is consisting of the 2 days for the particular project, and next one is related to this footing is 3 days. Just I am assuming here as 3 days. Plinth beams which is taken approximately 3 days here according to our assumption. So here we have to take the finishing. So just I am selecting as earthwork filling work, not finishing. 3 days approximately it was taken here, and next one is columns 8 days. Why? Because we had to cure the columns at least 1 week for the particular project. That's why I am taking here as 8 days. 14 days is the curing period for the particular slab. That's why I was taking 14 days here. So walls, external walls, internal walls, basically it will be consisting of 230 mm external walls, 9 inches walls, internal walls 5 inches we have to consider. That's why we have to consider as 10 days just I was taken here. And for the plastering just I was taken 12 days here. Okay, so the next task is to related to finishing work. Under the finishing work it will be consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks here. Okay, so the first task is related to plumbing work. Okay, just I am adding here plumbing work. So click on add option. Okay, so the activity number just I am taking here as 300. Let us consider this is the 300, otherwise you can directly take other activity number. Okay, so next this one work is related to plumbing, painting, electrical. Plumbing I am taking plumbing. Again next activity just I am adding painting. Next one is electrical work. Electrical. Okay, just I am adding here. Again we have to add one more activity which is related to marbles and tiles. Just I am adding here marbles and tiles here like this. Again I am adding one more activity which is related to other finishing works. Okay, just I am copying here the other finishing works here like this. Okay, so now for the plumbing 7 days, painting 7 days, electrical work is 5 days here. Plumbing 7 days, sorry, plumbing 7 days, painting 7 days, electrical work is 5 days, and marbles and tiles 7 days. Just I am considering here. Other finishing works are 5 days here. Okay, and under this handovering site we have to add one more activity. So handovering site just I am giving the activity ID is 400 here. Just I am taking activity number 400 here. So handovering site HOS, so which was taken approximately 1 day. Okay, so this is the number of the days we had to give. So this is the chart, Gantt chart we will generally call for the particular project. It will be consisting of your project numbers and activities names for the particular project. For example, plumbing work you can consider here. It was taken approximately the 7 days for the plumbing work. This is the painting work, this is the electrical work, this is the marbles and tiles work and other work. Okay, the every activity from this particular project is starting at 1st April here. Now we can see, but this is the wrong stage in the project. We have to give the relations between these particular activities. Those relations we are calling as successor and predecessor. Okay, now I will explain you what is the basic concept related to successor and predecessor. Let us consider this is the site clearance, this is the marking, this is the earthwork. Okay, for example, let us consider the activity A, activity B, activity C. This is the site clearance and this is the marking, this is the earthwork. Let us consider. Okay, so A activity is related to site clearance, B activity which is related to marking, C activity which is related to excavation. For example, if I consider this activity number B which is related to marking, the before activity is A and after activity is C. The before activity A is called predecessor and after activity which is generally called it as successor. Okay, so for the B project, the successor is the C and predecessor is the A. Okay, so if you add the duration for the particular project as the activity 2 days, just I was taken here, and if I take the 3 days is the duration for this particular project, it will show you here like this. Okay, so this is the A which is related to predecessor for the particular project activity of B, and this is the successor for the activity of B here. Okay, so this is the basic concepts which is related to successor and predecessor. Okay, generally we will take the lag also, lag time. Basically lag is nothing but the delay in the project. Okay, for example, let us consider activity A is there which is related to site clearance. If labor or any site clearance workers is not available in that particular project for the scheduled date of the 1st April, we will take the lag as 1 day. Why? Because the particular labor or persons which are not available on the 1st April, they are available from the 2nd April. We have to take the lag as 1 day. Okay, so basically for some activities we have the lag. Those activities lags will be modified in the during the project construction. Okay, so this is the activity B. Let us consider marking. For marking, generally we need to require the site engineer as well as the construction engineer. Okay, without those people we can't marking the for project. Okay, so if the project site engineer or construction engineer is not available for the particular date of the 2nd April, we will take the lag as 1 or 2 days, depends upon the availability of the engineers. Okay, so basically it will be taken the lag for some particular project. Okay, so this is a basic relation we had to consider, successor, predecessor as well as the lag. Now our next task is to add the relations between the particular sections. Okay, for example, let us consider this is the planning section. So we had to add the predecessor as well as the successor for the particular project. If you add the predecessor, no need to add the successor. Okay, so I am selecting the planning. So go to click on the predecessor section. So now we have to add the predecessor for this particular planning. The predecessor of the particular planning is start project. Okay, so start project is the predecessor for the planning. So click on the assign option. So here we have to select the predecessor is start project. Okay, double click on this particular option. It will add the project start project here like this. If you have the lag, then you can add the lag as 1 day. Okay, you can add the lag as 1 day here. And the next one is related to structural architectural work. For the structural as well as the architectural work, predecessor is just I am taking here as plumbing work. Planning work. Okay, so if you consider the lag, you can consider. Okay, otherwise directly take as predecessor as this particular structural planning work. Okay, next one is site clearance work. Okay, so let us consider site clearance work. For the site clearance work, predecessor is structural architectural. Next one is marking. For the marking, predecessor is site clearance. So just I am taking lag as 2 days for the particular project because of the not availability of the labor for the marking purpose. Okay, so next I am selecting earthwork. Earthwork is marking. So this is the predecessor for the particular earthwork excavation marking, and the next one is related to PCC work. The predecessor is earthwork excavation. Just I am adding lag as 2 days. Let us consider. Next one is footing work. For the footing work, predecessor is PCC. Next I am taking plinth beam work, which is related to footing work. Just I am taking the lag as 1 day here. Next one is filling of earthwork, which is related to plinth beam. Next one is columns. Just I'm selecting plinth beam, filling or earthwork. Slabs and beams, columns. Just I'm taking lag as 3 days here. Why? Because it will take some lag for the shuttering and for the bar binding work. It will be having some delay in the particular project in the slab and beams basically. So walls, which is comes under the slabs and beams, just I'm considering here lag. Next one is related to plastering. So plastering walls are the predecessor. So here I'm taking 2 days is the lag for the plastering. Next task is related to plumbing work. Plumbing work, plastering is the predecessor. Painting work, plumbing is the predecessor. And just I'm taking as the lag as 1. So electrical work, you can consider the electrical work after plastering also predecessor for the particular project. Depends upon your consideration. Depends upon the saving of the time. Okay, so marbles and tiles you can consider as after painting. Just I am taking 1 day lag for the particular marbles and tiles. Other finishing works which is related to marbles and tiles as the predecessor. Handovering site, other finishing work with just I am taking as 2 day delay. Okay, this is the relations we had to give the lag as well as the particular predecessor for the project. Okay, after this, after the completing the relations, you can able to see this particular Gantt chart which is related to this. And every project is starting at the 1st April here. Okay, so after giving the relations, we had to assign the calendar for the project, and that is the last and final task in this. Okay, we are done with giving the working breakdown structure. Now last task is related to assigning the calendar. Okay, for that go to enterprise option here. You can click on the calendars option. Okay, so it will be consisting of 5 by 10, 5 by 24, 5 by 7 by 24. Some calendars are there. So you can consider any one of the calendar from this. But if you want to add a new calendar for your particular project, you can add this calendar by adding this. Okay, so you can select this plus mark, give the calendar. Just I am giving as ground calendar. Just I am giving as ground calendar. Okay, for simple understanding. So you can consider it as default if you want. You can modify the number of the working days and everything for the particular project. So just I am selecting ground calendar. Click on the modify option. So it will be consisting of some working hour for this particular project here like this. So here I was created some modify option. I was added some holidays for this particular project. Okay, so for my project I am assuming only the Sunday is the holiday for the project. Just I was taking the holiday as Sunday. For that we had to click on the work week here. Okay, so now we can see here I was taking the Sunday which is consisting of the 0 hours working. Okay, so for the Monday just I am taking as 10 days working period, 10 hours working period. This is a 10 hours working period. Friday is also 10 hours. Just I am taking Saturday as the 5 hours working period. Click on OK option so that it will apply the working week for the particular project. Sorry, now we have to add this as 10 here. Okay, so after adding this, we had to deduct the holidays for the particular project. For example, let us consider it is coming some holidays like 10th and 14th, 27 in the April month. Let us consider. We had to give as 0 value for this particular section. So in the same process, we had to give some holidays, depends upon the global holidays and depends upon your local calendar. Okay, so here I'm selecting some 3 days holidays for every month here. So for some project, they will give some holidays for the second Saturdays also. Okay, depends upon your calendar, you can consider here. Okay, just I'm giving random 3 days holidays for this particular project here. Okay, so let us consider this is the 3 days. Okay, so after this we have to click on OK option. Now we have to close this option. Now we have to change the project calendar to let us consider ground calendar here. Okay, so click on the ground calendar. In the same process we have to change that calendar to ground calendar. Let us consider. So after this we have to give the scheduling for the project. So before that we have to check all the connections are done with the relations or not. This is the starting project. After this plumbing work will be continuous. After the structural work we have to give the site clearance. After this we have to go to marking section, earthwork. All the relations are done here on the Gantt chart here like this. So after this we have to give the activity type. Okay, so this is a starting project. We have to give the activity type as start milestone option. After this the last task is related to handovering site. We have to give the activity type as finish milestone. Okay, so just I'm giving the scheduling for this project. After selecting, click on the schedule option. you can consider the apply selected data to all open projects here. So the starting project is here like this. Otherwise you can consider the first option also, depends upon your consideration. Click on the scheduling option. Okay, now we can see it was taken approximately the time duration is 239 days for completing of this particular project. The starting date of the project is approximately 1st April 24 and the finishing date of the project is 18th February 25. Okay, so this is the complete scheduling of the project by using Primavera P6 software for the particular ground story building structural model. Okay, so you can print this particular project, depends upon your submission. So otherwise you can directly save this project in the PDF format also, depends upon your consideration. Okay, so here I am selecting my Control P option so that it will save your project. Just I am giving the name as some C here. Okay, so C, so just I am giving here. So you can go to the file which is related to the desktop C file here. Okay, so it will be consisting of complete details about the project, starting date and activities, some other details about this particular project. Okay, so this is the complete concepts related to how to do the scheduling of the project by using Primavera P6 software. If you have any queries about this video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box. I will give you the answer for that particular questions. So in my upcoming videos I will explain you how to do the scheduling for the G+1 building, G+2 building, apartment building, structural building and steel structure building, depends upon the activities by using Primavera P6 software. So thank you.